Hello and welcome everybody to Classic and Sports Cars by the Bridge. It is the start of the day, so everyone is now set up. We've got our beautiful stand behind me, which you can see, and we cannot wait to sell loads and loads of tickets for our Jaguar XJ6, all in aid of Cancer Support Suffolk, because that is what the whole day is about, raising money for the amazing charity. We're going to show you around our stand. So we've brought some different cars today than what we brought to Helmingham Hall, because I thought we'd change it up a little bit. So the first thing we come across is our caterum. Now Craig drove this down today. It looks very cool indeed, turning up in it. It's only just come into the workshops. So yeah, it's lots of fun and a real eye catcher for the people around today. So it's been turning a lot of heads. So let's go inside now, under the tent. Thankfully, lovely from Events Under Canvas. It's a gorgeous tent, very big this time. But this is the car of the day, our 1990 Jaguar XJ6. Lots of people have been coming up trying to buy some tickets for it, which is brilliant. So hopefully we'll raise as much money as possible for Cancer Support Suffolk. Now we also have another bike actually, which is live on the website, and it is our Royal Enfield as well. People have been asking about that. And I today got to drive down in the Porsche Boxster, which is just over here. Now, it was an absolutely lovely drive. It drives beautifully, and I was actually really excited to be able to drive it like on a longer distance, because I normally don't get to drive it very far, so it was really cool to take it out on the open road. But yeah, and we've also got a car which actually is really gorgeous, and Eva drove that today, and it is our Mercedes 380 SL. I love this one. I feel like it's so in at the moment with the styling. It reminds me of Sabrina Carpenter's music videos, because she likes to use cars like this. But it is really lovely, and we've got a real eclectic mix here today, and we're really proud of our stand. I think it looks lovely. But something that I think looks quite fun is there is a Peppa Pig party bus over there, which I'm a bit sad that I'm too big to have a go on. There's a carousel. Also, we've got some vintage fire trucks which look very cool, so let's go and take a closer look.
Start with the driver's cab, which, as I say, unlike the modern one, is a manual gearbox. There's no power steering on it, so it's fairly basic compared to a more modern vehicle, a bit like you might expect. The newer cars are not the same as the older ones. Yeah. Crew would sit in the back, take up to 4 more crew members, and if you look at the backrests, which just might look rather odd, they're all designed to have an air cylinder in each one. So when the crew member gets in, he is actually strapping into his oxygen supplies en route to the fire.
Wow.
These are all the lockers. This one just contains loads of spare parts that they gave us. But the rest of them have still got most of the original hoses and all the equipment that would have been used for fighting fires. We've got a hose on a reel here. The fire engine would be able to have a certain limited quantity of water in tanks on it, so as soon as they arrive at an incident they can pull this out and they can be straight on with some water while the other men are connecting it up to the hydrants.
So that was the classic fire engines. Now let's go over to the modern fire engine and see how that differs. So Neil, hi! Hi! So Neil, so what is your role in the fire rescue team?
So I'm the watch manager for the on-call department at Princess Street Fire Station. So there's a whole-time crews are there 24/7. But when they get tipped out, we get called in on alert. Alert goes off, and then we come in and we'll ride the truck and go to other jobs or back them up if they need them. Yeah. And I run the section there. So.
Amazing. Well, fire engines are very cool, and you can see that they're very cool from the queue of everyone trying to have a little go inside one.
They are very popular.
So can you tell us a bit about the fire engine?
Yeah, sure. So this is actually one of our newer appliances we've had come in. So crew 6 people, 2 in the front, 4 in the back, 1,800 litres of water. We've got kit on here that for obviously fighting fires, kit for RTCs, we've got kit for hazmat incidents, working at height incidents, water rescue incidents. So we don't just go to fires anymore. We go to lots and lots of different incidents, different types of incidents we go to. We've got kit on here for every eventuality that we may go to. So this is our pump bay. Ladders on the top as well. So we've got 4 different types of ladders. This is our pump, so we can pump 2,000 litres of water at 10 bar, per minute. 3 deliveries, and it also runs 2 types of hose, which I can show you around the other side as well. Got lighting, got monitors in there, some other kit, got foam as well, so we also put foam onto like car fires, because you can't always put water on foam onto car fires. We've also got, these are hose. So that's our main hose, which you plug into the back, and then you've got the little hose reels as well, which are used for car fires or house fires, smaller bits and pieces like that. Yeah. And then we've got some of our RTC gear, so this is some of our cutting gear, so we can cut off roofs or doors.
Wow.
And the steps to stabilise, we've got other materials in there, and small gear to take bits and pieces of the car apart if we have to. Lots of lighting as well.
So every eventuality, you've got something for everything?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think there's anything I haven't got round yet, so yeah, we've pretty much got a bit of kit to deal with whatever incident we may have to go to.
Amazing. We're now going to go around and have a look at the display cars, and we thought, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because Bridge Classic Cars are actually being the judges of Best in Show, aren't we guys?
We are.
We are, so we're going to have a little explore around the cars, and at the same time these guys are going to talk about which one they think is going to be the best, but we won't give it away just yet.
No, definitely not.
Right, so we're coming across some minis to start with. Craig, what do you think that you're going to be looking for when you're looking for your idea of Best in Show?
See, my idea of Best in Show is probably different to Gordon's.
Yeah.
Because we're of a different generation. So when we are in the office talking, it's like, oh, the cars I like are relatively modern classics, and what Gordon likes is more classics. So I think we're going to be looking at different things.
But for an example, when you're looking at these minis, which ones stand out to a car that could possibly be like a Best in Show? Like, what are you looking for in the individual car?
See, what would stand out to me is the look of the car,
right?
And the sort of the overall condition. I wouldn't necessarily look at its age or its rarity,
right,
that sort of thing. But that's where me and Gordon are different.
Yeah.
Gordon understands more about that, don't you? You know the different ages of the vehicles and what to look for, what's rare, what isn't.
There's a room for everything in classic cars, and people like different things for different reasons. Like, bigger engines, bigger wheels, wheel arches, wooden dashboards, leather interior where it shouldn't be leather interior. So it's just things. So originality for me. I like originality.
Okay. Tony, so you own a classic as well, don't you?
I do.
What kind of thing do you like?
I think for me, age-wise, being based right between Craig and Gordon, I'm a fan of the modern day classic and the classic,
yeah,
but I'm all about, a little bit like Gordon, the stock looking car, something that looks as good as the day it came out of the factory rather than something that's heavily modified.
The first thing that stands out is the originality, and also how lovely the paintwork is, how nice the panel gaps are, and also this person has gone back into that era, so they've got picnic baskets, they've got Union Jack cushions, which is a little bit of an add-on. Didn't come out the factory like that, but something that's really, really nice add-on.
There's been a lot of love and care into it, I think.
Yeah, we've actually agreed on something, me and Gordon.
God.
I know, first time. I'm looking at the picnic display and everything like that in the back and thinking it kind of tells a story.
When you walk around here, whatever these cars are, there's love in every one of these cars.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Somebody loves these cars. That's why they're here today.
Something a bit different here, isn't there? What do you think of these guys?
Well, they're brilliant, but I know nothing about them. I mean, I would imagine that this one goes in water because of the shape of it, and got the American star on it. Definitely, the second one more like our Jeep, but it's definitely a wartime vehicle, but they're stunning. You know, they're really stunning. But as I say, know nothing about them at all.
They look great fun though, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
they do look great fun. Yeah.
And this one's an absolute beast, isn't it? Oh, I love the pin up on the top as well. That's very cool. Rude.
The 600 GT, the sporty model, 1600E, the more luxurious bank manager's model. I love them both. It's my era. It's a very, very nice standard looking car, not over messed with, and very pretty. This was an Australian import, and he painted it in Porsche Burgundy, which I think is an absolutely stunning car.
Yeah.
Stunning paint job, lovely chrome work, not over restored, but obviously he's when I say about going away from originality, he's definitely gone away from originality, but in my opinion, in this one, he's improved it because it just looks understated, but totally stunning. The Humber, which is a Humber Hawk, really, really nice, but it's a veneer of a car that isn't particularly sought after, but the design and everything that went into those cars is brilliant. Then all of a sudden you get a Bentley convertible, and what an eyeful it is, absolutely beautiful. And then you have the Daimler, which was always at the time the more expensive but poor relative to the Jaguar, but they've every place for all of these cars now, and it's absolutely stunning, very nice.
Okay, so you have been round all of the cars now, and there's
Yep.
a lot of deliberating to do. It looks like you've got a lot written down in your notebook.
Yep.
So yeah, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? I mean, we won't give anything away just yet. But
Okay.
I think the major problem is there's just so many nice cars, and even the not so nice cars are nice cars. It's very hard to judge something like this on a car in the show, because there is such a wide variety of cars, and they're all very, very nice. Every car here today, is a labour of love, and we're quite honoured to be even asked to do this.
Everybody, and that does mean it is time to introduce to you our judges today from our main sponsors, Bridge Classic Cars. They have been amongst all of the vehicles.
So the three winners have been announced. Third place, second place and first place. Now, Gordon and Mark Murphy and Craig and Tony as well, we're all going to give the people their prizes. Ooh.
Congratulations. Well done. That's a beautiful your car.
you.
I absolutely love it. It's really nice.
Thank you.